Yes. Okay. So lay down on the mat as usual. Knees bent if you have any tension on the lower spine. Otherwise, legs straight and roll down. Roll the arms upward to have the shoulder blades flat onto the ground. Slide the shoulder blades toward the waist and pull the back of your head away from the shoulders. Close your eyes. And just for a few seconds, observe the pressure of your body onto the ground. Observe if there is a difference between left and right. Observe where you can feel more pressure in your body. Become aware of your position. And then inhale deeply. And exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. And one more time. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let them sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face. Unclench your jaw and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders. Arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra to vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Allow your belly to move freely. Relax your hips, your groins. Relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breathing cycle. Which part of your body moves the most, chest or belly? And if both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, Small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. And even there, observe. Is one of the 2 pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remain relaxed and open even during the pauses. 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the 3rd, take control and create a long, slow, and steady breath. Observe your lungs filling up slowly and getting empty slowly. Observe your belly and your chest expanding with every inhalation and gently contract with your exhalation. Keep your breath easy. Long, slow, steady breath. Allow your body to expand more and more with every inhalation, but keep your breath easy, soft. Allow more and more air into your lungs. Long, slow, steady breath. From your next breath, start creating a breathing cycle where you have the exhalation longer than the inhalation. Even there, keep it easy. Inhale and create a longer exhalation. Allow your body to relax deeper and deeper with every exhalation. Keep it longer than the inhalation. Long, slow, steady breath. While keeping this technique, exhalation longer than the inhalation, observe the air entering your body through the nostrils. Observe the speed of the air entering the nostrils. Observe the temperature of the air entering your body through the nostrils. Observe how this temperature, the temperature of the air entering the body through the nostril, will cool down a small part of your body quite close to the throat. Just at the back of your mouth. Become aware of this small change in temperature of the inner part of your mouth. Exhalation longer than the inhalation. Long, slow, steady breath. And keeping this long breath, exhalation. From your next breath, hold the breath at the end of the exhalation without forcing too much, but create a pause slightly longer than your normal pose. But listen to the messages of your body. If your body starts getting tense, step back, release, inhale. Exhale with a long exhalation. At the end of the exhalation, hold the breath, but keep it easy, keep it soft. Keep it pleasant. Just enjoy those small moments of peace when you hold the breath at the end of the exhalation. Remember that this is not a challenge. So keep it easy and soft and pleasant. Keep the exhalation longer than the inhalation, but keep it easy. Keep your body, as much as you can, relaxed. And at the end of the exhalation, create this small moment of peace. Three more breaths. Inhale. Keep a longer exhalation. And at the end of the exhalation, create the small moments of peace. At the end of the third breath, let go all techniques and go back to a normal breath. And while keeping your normal breath, observe how you feel, and observe how your breath become lighter and lighter, more and more silent. Observe how the movement on your body become smaller. Bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before pushing with the left hand to sit up. Sit in a cross-legged position. Put your hands over the knees. Lift the sternum. Move the shoulder blades down, but in a gentle way. Move the navel gently toward the spine. Just a gentle activation. And keeping this small activation, create circles with your lumbar spine. Turn also on the other side. Okay. Put your right hand just outside of your left knee. Keep the right arm completely straight and move the right shoulder toward the right knee. Lean to the right, but push the left knee down in order to be stable. Lift the left arm up. Turn the arm outward to have the palm of the hand facing right. And then lift the sternum. And slowly allow the left hand to move to the right. Push the thumb back and look up. 3 breaths. Keep on pushing the left knee down in order to be stable. Lean more to the right, Tara. And really slowly come back up. Change the crossing of your legs. Put your left hand outside of your right knee. The position of the hand is quite important because the idea is to keep your body stable thanks to the hand. If you have your hand like this, you're not leaning enough. Because the idea, if you do this, you're gonna just fall. The idea is just to push, so you will have a twist and motion and stretch. Okay, so put your left hand outside of your right knee, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Move the left shoulder toward the left knee. Keep the arm straight. Sternum lifted. Lift the right arm up, turn it outward. Really slowly start moving the hand to the left. Push with the right knee down in order to be stable. Push the thumb of the right hand back and look up. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, really slowly come back up. Put your hands over the knees and create again circles with your lumbar spine. Breath on one side and on the other side. Roll the arms outward. Keep the hands almost touching the ground and push the thumbs back. Keep the shoulders down, belly in. Stay there. Breathe deeply on your chest. Expand your chest with every breath. 3 long breaths. Put your feet in Baddha Konasana. So base of the feet touching, knees opening to the side. Move the heels close to the pubis. Interlace the hands and grab the front side of your feet. Lift the sternum and push the knees down. Use the muscles to push the knees down. Stay there, 3 breaths. Relax the belly. Belly is not involved. At the end of the 3rd breath, start moving the knees up and down. Okay, stop the movement. Now, tilt your hip forward and allow your spine to unwind and go down. Round your spine, let your head go down toward the feet, close your eyes and stay there. Three breaths. Feel the stretch around the groin. At the end of the third breath, lift your body up and move the feet away from the hips. Tilt your hip forward again, unwind your spine and relax. Observe how your body works differently. Now you're not gonna feel, at least not that much, the stretch around the groin, but you're gonna work on other parts of your body. Become aware of your body and just relax. Three breaths. At the end of the third, really slowly come back up. Straighten your legs, but keep it as wide as the mat. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, roll the thighs inward. Move the feet inward. Keep the thighs down, so push the thighs down. Activate your thighs. Tilt your hip forward. And just stay there. Leave the sternum. Shoulder blades down. Keep the spine straight. Keep on pushing the thighs down. 3 breaths. Sternum lifted, breathe. Sternum lifted, Martin. Now, unwind your spine and go all the way down, but keep on pushing the legs down. Legs are still active. Thighs, just push down the legs. But the upper part of your body is relaxed. So let go. Close your eyes. It's just the lower part of your body that is working. The upper part is completely relaxed. 3 more breaths. At the end of the third, really slowly come back up. And turn to the right. Keep the torso right above the right leg. Push the thighs down. Tilt your hip forward. Put your hands on either side of your right leg. Keep the sternum lifted. Keep the spine straight. You can even use your hands to help this movement, this pushing the chest forward, by pushing the hands down. And without moving the hands, imagine that you want to just move the hand in this direction without moving it. Since they cannot move, the chest will move forward. That is the idea. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, 3 breaths. Keep on pushing the legs down, legs down. And now, unwind your spine and go down. Keep the chest right above the right leg. And even if you relax completely the upper part of your body, keep the leg active. Just the leg active. Spine, shoulders, arms, neck, head, completely relaxed. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, really slowly come back up. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, twist to the left. Tilt your hip forward. Put your hands on either side of your left leg. Keep the chest right above the left leg. And like we did before, push the hands down and move the chest forward. Keep the legs active, push the legs down. 3 breaths. Keep the chest right above the leg. At the end of the third breath, unwind your spine, go down. Relax the upper part of the body, but not the lower part. The lower part is still working. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, really slowly come back up. And enter Dandasana. Big toes touching, heels slightly apart. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Lean gently back. Put your hands down on the ground with the fingers pointing back. Pay attention on the elbows. Point your feet. Okay. Inhale deeply. And with the exhalation, lift your hips. Create a straight line from the shoulders to the feet. Stay there. And go down. Keep the hands down on the ground, but push with the hands against the ground to push the chest forward and up. Expand your chest with your breath. 3 long breaths. At the end of the third breath, bend your knees. Put your feet not too close to the buttocks. Pay attention on the elbows to avoid any hyperextension. And lift your hips. Stay there, 3 breaths. Move the 2 knees closer. Knees closer. And at the end of the third breath, go down. Go all the way down. Lift your arms up to the sky. Keep your feet quite close to the buttocks now. Move the back of your head away from the shoulders to lengthen your cervical spine. And keeping this movement of the back of the head away from the shoulders, push gently with your feet against the ground, push the lumbar spine down and lengthen the lumbar spine. Keeping those two movements, so back of the head down and away from the shoulders, and pushing the feet against the ground to lengthen the lumbar spine, keeping the arms completely straight. Let the hands move behind your head. Keep the arms straight. And keep the shoulders wide. Keep on pushing the lumbar spine down. Keep on pushing the neck down. Once that you touch the ground, if you touch the ground, with your hands stay there, but keep the arms active. The arms are not touching the ground. It's just the hand in case. Keep the arms completely straight. And breathe deeply on your chest to expand the chest with every inhalation. Your breaths. At the end of the third breath, keeping the hand in this position, the arms in this position, lift the legs up to the sky. Point your feet, arms straight and active. 90 degrees between the torso and the legs. 3 breaths. Legs straight. At the end of the third breath, bring the left feet down to the ground, but keep the right leg up. Keep the left feet quite close to the buttocks. Inhale deeply, and with the exhalation, push with the left feet against the ground to lift the hips. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, really slowly lower your hips. Keep the arms straight, don't compromise the position of the arms. Lift the left leg up. Now bend the right one, put the right feet down to the ground, quite close to the buttocks. Keep the arms active. Inhale. With the exhalation, push with the right feet against the ground to lift the hips. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, really slowly lower your hips. Lift both feet up. And now, if it's not too hard, still keeping the arms completely straight and active, lower your legs at 45 degrees. Stay there for 3 breaths, but keep the lumbar spine close to the ground. Push the lumbar spine down. Activate your abdominal muscles to push the lumbar spine down. At the end of the third breath, bend your knees, put your feet down. Inhale deeply. And with exhalation, push with the feet against the ground and lift the hips. Tuck the tailbone under. Stay there, 3 breaths.
At the end of the third, really slowly lower your hips. Bring the knees toward the chest and grab the legs with both arms. Move the knees toward the chest to lengthen the old spine and push, in the meantime, push the back of the head away from the shoulders. Move the chin gently toward the base of the throat. Keep your eyes closed if possible and stay there. Now, move the feet down on the ground and straighten your right leg down on the ground completely. Okay. Now, slide the left feet under the right knee and roll completely to the right to have the left knee down on the ground. Keep the right knee down on the left knee down on the ground and put your right hand outside of your left knee to keep it down, to keep it touching the ground. Lift the left arm up and allow shoulder and arm to drop down behind you. Keep on pushing the left knee down to the ground and look at your left hand. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back to center. Straighten your left leg, slide the right feet under the left knee and roll completely to the left. Keep your right knee down to the ground, keeping the left hand just outside of your knee to keep it down to the ground. Lift the right arm up and slowly allow the shoulder and arm to move down toward the ground. Stay there. And really slowly come back to center. Keep the feet again quite close to the butts. Roll the arms outward and slide the shoulder blades down the waist. Pull the back of your head away from the shoulders. Inhale. And with exhalation, lift the hips. Keep the knees quite close to each other. Keep on pushing with the feet against the ground. When you reach your maximum, stay there for 3 breaths. Don't turn your head. At the end of the third, really slowly, go down. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, push with the feet against the ground, lift your hips, tuck the tailbone under, and push the hips up. Don't turn your head. Stay there. Lengthen your lumbar spine by tilting the hips backward. And go down. One more time, inhale. With the exhalation, push with the feet against the ground, lift the hips, tuck the tailbone under, Keep the knees quite close to each other. Really slowly, all the way down. Now, you may need a belt. We'll see. Keep the left feet down on the ground. Straighten your right leg up. Flex your feet. Push the heel up and the fingers toward your face. Is that? And now, using the muscles of your legs, bring the leg a bit closer to the chest. Start also pushing gently with the left feet against the ground to tilt your hip backward to help this movement. When you reach your maximum, so when the leg is as close as you can to the chest, grab your feet or ankle, but keep the leg straight. So if you cannot keep the leg straight, if your knee is bent, take a belt and use the belt to keep your leg completely straight. The priority is to have the leg straight and active. Stay there. It might be quite challenging pose, but it's not the end of the world. Keep the legs completely straight, the right leg completely straight. If you're using the belt, keep the arms completely straight too. So you won't need any force to keep the leg. You're gonna stay there quite a bit. So just relax. Keep the legs straight. And allow your body to stay in this position, activating the muscles that you need to activate, but relaxing all the muscles that are not needed for this pose. Stay there. Bring your breaths. At the end of the third breath, push with the left feet against the ground to lift just a tiny bit your hips, but keeping the lower part of your chest down to the ground. Deep breaths. Martine pousse avec le pied gauche contre le sol pour tourner le bassin en arrière et aller un poil plus loin. Mais garde la jambe tendue. C'est ça la priorité. La jambe doit être tendue, complètement tendue. Voilà, c'est ça. Really slowly go down. Lower your right leg. And just stay there, just for a few seconds. Observe the activation that you did on your legs and observe the difference between left and right. Keep your right leg bent, right feet quite close to the buttocks. Straighten your left leg up. Flex your feet. Push the heel up to the sky and the toes toward your face. Stay there. Keep your legs, keep your left leg straight and active. Not yet with a strap, Sarah. Not yet. You're gonna arrive there. Don't worry. But first, I want you to use the muscles that you have. Also to gain a sort of deeper connection and awareness of the force of your body. So keep the legs completely straight. Push the heel up to the sky and the toes toward your face. And now, start moving the leg, just using the muscles, not the strap. Move the leg a bit closer to the chest. The priority is still to have the leg straight, so the thigh is really active. And push gently with your right feet against the ground to create a small tilting back of the hips to help the leg move a little bit closer to the chest. 3 breaths, leg straight. At the end of the 3rd breath, grab your leg over the hand, over the strap. The priority is still to have the leg completely straight. If you're using the strap, it's better to have the arm straight. Keep the legs straight. Priority is still there. Legs straight. Relax your neck, relax your face. And keep the legs straight. In all honesty, I prefer to see your legs straight, vertical, compared to having the leg really close to the chest but bent. There is no use to have the knee bent in this particular exercise. Martine, je disais que je préfère regarder, disons, voir la jambe complètement tendue, mais verticale, parce que tu n'arrives pas à la rapprocher plus, que avoir la jambe bien rapprochée, mais pliée, parce que là, tu vas perdre tous les bénéfices. So keep your legs straight, stay there, and relax all the muscles. They are not needed in this pose. Just focus on the leg. On the left leg, straight and active. And you can relax all the other muscles of your body. Now, still keeping the left leg really active and straight. Push with the right feet against the ground to tilt your hip backward and lift your hip just a tiny bit to move the leg even closer to the chest. 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd, relax. Close your eyes. And observe the kind of lightness that you may experience on your legs. Roll on your right side, And push with the left hand to sit up. Enter a tabletop position. Hands right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips. Create circles with your hips along the spine, from one side and on the other side. Now, step back with your knees just a tiny bit. Put your feet as wide as the mat, tuck your toes under. Inhale deeply, and with the exhalation, enter Adho Mukha Svanasana. Push your chest toward the toes. Keep the shoulders wide. Move the heels gently apart. Move the heels just outward. Push the heels down and try and lift your toes. Push the chest over the toes, 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, relax your toes. Lift your heels as high as you can, but push the chest over the toes even more. And now, keeping the movement of the chest toward the toes or toward the knees, whichever is more visual for you. Allow the heels to move down again toward the ground. And stay there, 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, roll your thighs inward and observe that the heels move outward when you do so. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, tabletop position again. Sit on your heels and move the knees as wide as the mat. Tilt your hip forward, put your hands down on the ground. Now, I want you to put the hand in a quite particular way, because I want you to have the hands like a sort of spider. So only the tip of the fingers is touching the ground, not the palm of the hand. And keeping this position, walk forward with your hands, lowering your chest. Put your head down and push the chest down. Keep this weird position, the spider position of your hands. But move the shoulders away from the ears. So take some space between the ears and the shoulders. Keep the shoulders wide. And push the shoulder blades to the side. It's almost impossible, but I want you to feel a slight activation of the muscles around the shoulder blades. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, put your palm down, palm of the hand down, and walk to the right. Keep the chest in between the legs. Keep on walking to the right with both hands to stretch the left side of your body. When you reach your maximum, don't move your left hand
Then move the right one closer to the left and to the right knee and start pushing with both hand and knee against the ground to stretch from the armpit to the hip. 3 breaths. Breathe deeply on your chest to expand the chest and stretch all those muscles. At the end of the third, come back to center. Observe the difference between left and right. And now walk to the left. Same thing, keep the chest really close to the ground. Keep the chest in between the legs. When you reach your maximum, stop your right hand. Then move the left one closer to the left knee and start pushing with both hand and knee against the ground to stretch the left side, the right side of your torso from the armpit to the hip. Breathe deeply, 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back to center. Walk back with your hands. Put your hands down on the ground, not too close, not too far from the knees. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Turn also on the other side. Stop the movement, inhale. With the exhalation, tilt your hip backward, push the spine back, arch your, round your spine, and push with the hands against the ground to deepen the stretch on the back of the shoulder blades. Inhale, roll your hips forward, arch your spine, slide the shoulder blades toward the waist, push with the hands against the ground to lift the torso. And like we did just at the beginning almost, keep the hands down on the ground, but imagine that you want to move the hands back in order to push the chest forward. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, arch your spine. Using all the movement, all the instruments that you already know. Keep on moving, following the breath. One more time. Okay. Tabletop position. Walk gently back with your feet. Tuck your toes under. Roll the arms outward. Slide the shoulder blades over the waist. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Adho Mukha Svanasana. From there, keep on pushing the chest toward the knees or toward the heels, the toes. But start walking in place. Keep on pushing the chest as much as you can toward the toes. With every step, keep on pushing. Last moments. Walk back with your hands. Put your hands on the waist and come up. Keep your feet quite wide. And move the heels away. So your feet are pointing inward. Hands on the waist. Keep the legs active. Keep the thighs active. So legs straight. Tilt your hip forward. And really slowly go all the way down. When you reach your maximum, allow your spine to unwind. Relax your arms, your shoulders, your face, your neck. Keep the weight of your body on the ball of the feet. Close your eyes and stay there for 5 breaths. Move the heels gently out, Tara. At the end of your 5th breath, put your hands on the waist. Without bending the knees, activate the muscles of your legs to lift your torso. So it's a little bit more physical, but you have the muscles. So why don't you use it? Okay, hands on the waist again. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Belly in. Keep the feet pointing inward. Okay. Now, move the 2 elbows back and closer to each other. Keep this movement. Keep this moving the elbows closer. Tilt your hip forward. And go all the way down to your maximum. Keep your spine straight to your maximum. Stay there for 3 breaths with your spine straight, looking forward. And at the end of the 3rd, again, without bending the knees, activate your legs to lift your body up. Interlace the hands behind your sacrum now. And straighten your arms. If it's hard for you to straighten your arm, you can take the belt and you can use the belt in this way. So with the palm of the hand facing forward, and you can straighten your arms. The priority is to have the arms straight. So if you cannot today keep the arms straight by interlacing the hands, take the belt. This is not a problem. So, leg quite wide, legs rolling inward to have the feet pointing inward. Interlace the hands. Straighten your arms. Tilt your hip forward and go all the way down. When you've reached your maximum, stay there for 3 breaths. Allow your head to relax, but keep the arms active. And at the end of the 3rd, again, without bending the knees, really slowly, come back up. Relax the arms and enter the Tadasana. Big toes touching, heels slightly apart. Belly in, bend gently away. Lean on the left leg, lift the right one. Open the right leg to the side and put your right feet in contact with the left leg. Keep the left leg gently bent now. To be more reactive, to find the balance, to be more stable. Stable in the instability. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, roll the arms outward. Push the thumbs back. Keep the shoulders down. And keeping the shoulders down, lift the arms. Watch.
Bend your elbows, put your hands in prayer position, align with the top of the head, but keep the elbows open to the side and keep some space between the head and the arms. Lift gently your chin and stay there. Really slowly, lower your arms and leg. Still keeping your dristi. Lean on the right leg. Lift the left one. Open the left knee to the side and put your left feet in contact with the right leg. Keep the right leg gently bent. Belly in, gently. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, draw the arms outward. Push the thumbs back. Keeping the shoulders down, lift gently your arms. Bend your elbows, put your hands in prayer position in top of the head. Keep some space between the head and the arms. Keep the shoulders down. Keep the elbows open. Lift the chin. Really slowly, lower your arms. Lower your leg. Find your Tadasana and close your eyes. Gently open your eyes and go down to the ground. Prepare for Shavasana. So take everything you need to be comfortable in Shavasana. Also blankets, eye pillows, whatever you need to be comfortable. And once that you've found your position, close your eyes. And just observe your body. Observe the pressure of your body onto the ground. Observe that if there is a difference between left and right. If you feel any difference. Observe your legs. We worked a bit on the legs today. Stretch and strengthen and activate the energies. They're sometimes stuck on the legs. Feel your legs. You may even feel a boost in the blood circulation of the legs. You may sense a sort of tinglings. Those are the energies that you moved. Become aware of those small feelings, not just the easy one, but get deeper. The deeper you go,
the easier it will be to see if there's some tension still in your body. Once you've detected this tension, you can let them go. So use the first moments of Shavasana to let go of tensions and feel your body. Physical one, but also the deeper one, the energetical one, the emotional one. Play within the layers of your body. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant the mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you outwards to that moment. Just relax.
Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yonat Prachodayat Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yonat Prachodayat Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yonat Prachodayat. Really slowly. Start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Gently stretch your body. Bend your knees and roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before sitting comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Keep your spine straight yet relaxed. Put your hands in Inayana Mudra or Chin Mudra. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.